What's going on, guys? My name's I Miss Too Much, and I'm bringing you another semi-daily dose of Slime Rancher. And it's been a couple days since we've had an upload in this game, or consistent upload in this game. It's mainly because school and work, and this week isn't much better because it's midterm. So there's only like 1 or 2 videos out this week. Don't be alarmed. I'm not dead or anything. It's just school comes first in life, because I pay a lot of money to do it. But in the last episode, we started exploring, I think, slime science a little bit. We found ourselves a drill, started working on that. And I think in this episode, we might try to move on to things like apiaries and some of the other stuff, because we really want to get our teleporter system set up, I think. Which takes a lot of time, but we can get some preliminary things taken care of first. So I think in the next couple episodes, we'll try to get at least like 1 teleporter put up somewhere kind of far. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll start to kind of focus on getting to the perceived end of the game. Unfortunately for us, in order to get more blueprints, we need more money, which is something we really don't have a lot of. And I slowly am regretting putting these guys on the main farm, because they have an issue with keeping the frame rate up. So it looks like we could maybe sell, let's see, 100 plorts, quantum plorts. Did we sell rad and boom plorts here like recently? That looks like a surprisingly no. Yeah, we sold a lot of those here recently. Alright, so what I think we might do is just go ahead and crash the tabby market. Because 1, it's not really worth that much anyway, and 2, we need a lot of money if we're going to be getting towards our some of our main objectives. Because we need 2 more extractors in order to get ourselves going, and they cost a little bit of money. And this is going to be our best bet in getting enough money to do that. Alright, we're back over here at the lab, and we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves pump, apiary, and hopefully that bought us a pink teleporter. I think it did. Alright, yeah, it did. So we're gonna need strange diamond, hexacombs, deep brine, which the deep brine comes from right around here. What's it called? Hexacombs come from apiaries, which we'll put up in the moss blanket, and the strange diamonds are from pumps in what are they called? Drills within the indigo quarry. So I'm going to show you really quick kind of why we have so many pink slime set up over here, because you'd think like, oh, like you'd only need 1 of each type, you know, and it seems kind of overkill to make every single one of them be pink slimes. But the downside to slime science is that it requires a lot of pink plorts. So if you go over here, you see each one of these costs 10. So we're going to need some phosphor plorts, honey plorts, boom plorts, tabby plorts, which we should be able to get. We should have phosphor. Looks like they just weren't really willing to give them up today. Come on, you guys know you want to. There you go. But I think the one thing we should start focusing on is the apiary first, because the apiary, honestly, is probably the hardest one to get anything useful out of, because you need hexacombs, and they're extremely rare inside the apiaries, and I really don't know why. Because I've built the teleporters before. One of them builds like 1 set of them, and it took absolutely just forever just to get that one part of it. The deep brine I'm not worried about, and the strange diamond, does take a little bit of time, but I think we'll be able to get it. So I'm going to go ahead and collect some food and get ourselves some pumps and stuff set up. And this is a lucky slime right here. We've encountered like one of these in the Let's Play before, but we really haven't done anything with them. And I don't think I actually captured footage of them ever. Basically, they don't do anything to my knowledge. There's probably like some secret reason for them, or they do actually like signify something, but I personally have not been able to figure that out yet. So hopefully I might do some research on it just to kind of see what those guys do. All right, so we're back over here and we're going to try to build as many of each one of these as we can. It took a lot of time to get the resources to do this, which is really one of the limitations of slime science in this game, is that it's kind of pricey, especially when you don't really, I guess, optimize for it. So, you know, right now we do kind of focus a lot on just making new bucks. And we're also trying to do this at the same time, and it doesn't always really go hand in hand with each other just because of how, I don't know, like you have to balance, you know, whether or not you want to make a lot of money or you want to make a lot of gadgets, because, you know, the plorts, and if you don't have like a large setup already, it doesn't really help that much. And so should be able to get one more of these. One more of these guys at least. And head on our way. All right, really quick, what we're going to do is we're going to do the little challenge over here. I forget exactly what it's called, but it only needs one of these and two of these. I don't know what you get for. Oh, God. A lot of stuff. So the mint mangoes are actually a really good source of food because there's a lot of, I forget what slime it is. I think it's the honey slime's favorite food. So, one of the things I was thinking about doing with this game is doing something called the 5-day rush. And the 5-day rush is basically a way of going, it's a challenge to make as much money as you can within 5 days. All the prices are set up as one thing. And I think it's kind of a lot of fun. So what I was thinking about is maybe doing that in the future. If you guys would be interested in seeing something like that, it's a very short challenge for the most part. Like, it's not, you know, a huge series, but if you wanted me to attempt to do the 5-day challenge, because it's a completely separate game mode, and there is like one achievement I've been trying to get to, and if you guys want to see me try to get that, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I've been getting kind of not really bored of this game. It's just we're kind of hitting a wall where we're starting to see like the day-to-day things change a lot less, you know, like it's not a lot of building and stuff like that anymore, and it's more of just kind of slowly working towards these goals. So what I might start doing is I might start taking these episodes, instead of doing them like 1 day per episode, I might do like 2 or 3 days per episode and kind of cut the amount of content I'm doing back a little bit, just because we're getting to a point that there really isn't that much you can do with this game. With like a day-to-day thing, because like normally I would split this episode up, or not really split this episode up, but condense this episode down and put like another 2 or 3 days into it, just because, you know, to get the actual resources for the warp tech is going to be a lot. So I have to work on that. So in the next couple episodes, I might kind of start bunching days together, and I also might start pushing more towards slime keys so we can get some kind of surmountable progress together. But other than that, all we're going to do with these is set these down and check them in the next episode. It's going to be probably kind of short episode this time around, but like I said, like I don't really have a lot of recording time at the moment just because this is midterm week, and midterm week's always really rough. And I'm going to start focusing a little bit more this week on my larger projects because there are a lot of stuff that I can do kind of behind the scenes before I have to actually commit to that. And there's like 2 videos I've really been wanting to, I guess, finalize because one of them's been in production for over a year now. Well, not over a year now. I think a little, like slightly less than a year, but basically I keep drafting it and then I keep cutting it all back and redoing it. But I think I'm in the final rewrite for it, so look forward to some of that stuff because that's the content I really enjoy. I really enjoy making. I like doing the Let's Plays and I like games like Slime Rancher, but I like to put a lot of focus into my larger projects. And I think I might start doing that a little bit more soon. Oh god, we are almost stuck in here. But you go over here, this is where the apiaries go, the drills go in Indigo Quarry, and as you saw that we placed the pumps within the dry reef, and each one of these is going to give its own unique resources. That's going to help us out. But the rare resources that we need for the warp technology is going to take a while to do. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Sorry for being so short and kind of sporadic, but thank you guys for watching. You want to see some more of this series and some of the stuff I have working on, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you want to see anything like specific in this game, because we're kind of at a point that it's going to just basically take a while to get to what I would define as like the end of this series. Let me know in the comments, what you would want to see, because we're kind of in a point that we could kind of do anything and it wouldn't really affect the progress to the end goal as much as it would earlier. But thank you guys for watching, and this is I Miss Too Much signing out. Peace.